Hi everybody, today I will show you how to design blog page in WordPress. So let's just begin. Alright, so to design the blog page in the WordPress, first of all we're going to need to have some blog posts. So you can have them as a dummy or the real ones that you're using on your website. So right now I have these blog posts here as you can see here. So we have the 5 different blog posts here. Okay, so now we're going to create a blog page in our WordPress website. So first of all, we need to go inside the plugins and click on the add new plugin. And here we have to search for blog designer pack. Okay, so as you can see here, we are having our blog designer pack at the top of the search by Inform Web. So we need to install this and activate this. But as you can see here, I have already installed and activated this. So after activating this, what we have to do, we actually need to go inside the blog designer pack. You will be able to see this on the sidebar here. So let's click on this. Perfect. Now what we have to do, we would actually need to go inside any of these layouts here. Obviously the free layouts. So these pro layouts are actually the part of pro version. So we can't actually use it in the free version. So I'm going to go here with the grid layout. So let's click on create shortcode. Now you will be inside our grid layout here. And if I just scroll down, you will be able to see our blog post here. The first thing that we have here is the design. So in here, we actually have the 2 different design. So if I just click on the second one, you can see here we are actually having this design, but mostly both of them are looking similar, but there is some difference on this side here. As you can see here, it is kind of grayish. But if you go back to our first design, you won't be able to see that grayish color. Okay, so I'm going to go here with the second design that was looking good. And after this, we have the second option, which is actually the grid. So in the grid, you're going to have 5 different options from grid 1 to grid 5. So if you want to have the 2 posts in a row, you're going to simply go here with the grid 2. Now you will be able to see that you're having the 2 posts together. And similarly, if you want to go here with the 3 posts together, and you can also do this. And if you want to go here with the 4 one and the 5 one, you can also do this from here. But right now, I think we're going to go here with the grid 2 that is looking good. And after this, you can see we are having the option of show post date. Okay. So if you want to show the post date, you can also do this. So I'm going to actually disable this. And now you won't be able to see the post date here. Okay. And after this, we also have the show author. So if you don't want to show the name of the author, you can simply disable this from here. That is how it is done. And after this, you also have show tags. So if you have attached the tag onto your post, they will also be visible. But right now we don't have any tags, so that's why you can't see it already. So I'm going to disable this so that we don't see the tags as well. And after this, we have the comments, then we have the category. So since we haven't created any category, so I'm going to simply change this to the false. Now you can see this, we don't have any category here, and now this is looking good. And after this, you have the show content. So if you want to show this content here, that whatever is inside of that blog post, then you can enable this from here. But if you don't want to have this, you can simply select the false value. And after this, we have the content width limit. So let's say if I just change the value here to the 40, you will be able to see the 40 words here in our content, but I think the 20 was looking better. And after this, you also have this show more buttons. So if you want to disable this, you can also do this. And in the last, we actually have the image size. So I think the image size is looking good. And after this, we have the query parameters. So in the query parameters, the first thing that we have is the total number of the posts that you wanted to show on your grid. So if I just change the value to the 2, now you will be only able to see the 2 blog posts here. And after that, you can see that we are having this pagination. But right now, I'm going to go here with at least 10 values. So in total, we only have the 5 blog posts here. So that is why you can only see the 5 numbers here. Okay, so after this, we have the post order by. So whether you want to order the post by the post date or the ID or the author or the title. So you can actually change the values here. Okay, so I'm going to keep this to the post date. And after this, we are having the post order, whether it is going to be the descending order or the ascending order. Okay, so we're going to have this as a descending order. And after this, we are having this pagination. So that would be true. So we have created our blog post design. Okay. So now I'm going to simply copy this shortcode from here, and I will actually go inside the pages and I would click on the add new page. So here I would just simply write down my blogs. And after this, what we have to do, we just have to paste the shortcode here. So I'm going to add the shortcode here and let's just put the value here. And now let's just publish this. Now let's click on view page. And now you will be able to see our blog post here. So you can see here, this is how it is looking right now. And it is looking great. So similarly, we're going to go back into our blog designer pack. And now I'm going to simply click on this again. Okay, so I also want to create a slider as well. Okay, so to create a slider of my blog post, I can simply click on this. And similarly, we're going to have all the options that we have discussed earlier. The design, the show post date, and show author, and the show tags. And you can see we are having the same kind of options. Okay, we don't have anything new here actually. Okay, so here we're going to actually change the design here, maybe to the design 2. So let's see how it looks. So I think we're going to go here with the design 1. Perfect. And okay, so as you can see here, we're actually having the same options here. So I'm going to simply change the values really quickly here. So I don't want to have the date. I don't want to have the name of the author, or we can have this on this time. And let's just disable the comments here. Let's just disable the category here. And let's just also disable the author here. Okay, so now this is looking good. We have the same options here that we had before in the grid. So now I'm going to click on the slider parameter. So in the slider parameter, we actually have the new options. Obviously, these options are specifically for the slider. So in the slider, we have the loop, we have the show arrows, we have the show dots, we have the autoplay, and then we have the autoplay interval and the speed. So you can see these dots here. So if you want to have them, you're going to simply enable them from here. But if you don't want to have them, you can simply disable this from here. Okay. And now you won't be able to see those dots. Okay. And after this, you also have this arrows here. So if you don't want to have these arrows, you can disable this from here, but I'm going to have this arrow. And after this, we have the loop. So if you want to disable the loop, so you can simply do this from here. Okay. So here in the autoplay interval, I'm going to increase the time here. So that would be 6,000. And after this, we have the query parameter. Obviously, in the query parameter, we have the same kind of options, which is total number of the posts. And we can also order the post by date and also the ID, title, and you can see these numbers here. So right now I'm going to change this to the random. And after this, you also have this post order. So it's going to be whether ascending or the descending. So whatever you like to choose here. So now I think the work is done here. So we can simply copy this from here. And now we can actually go here into the new page. So let's click on add new page. So I can just add a title here. That would be post slider or something like this. Okay, and here I can simply put my shortcode. Okay, so let's just paste the value here, click on publish, and let's just click on view page. And now you will be able to see our post slider here. Okay, and as you can see here, this is how it is looking, and this is looking really good. So we can do the same thing in the Elementor as well. So if you're using the Elementor, you don't have to worry. You can do the same thing in the Elementor. So how can we do this? It's pretty simple. We're going to go back here. So since we have already created the blog designs here, like the grid and the slider, so we don't have to create them again. So what we're going to do here, we're going to simply go inside the pages again and click on the add new page. So here we're going to give it a name as, let's say, blogs. Okay, and now let's just click on edit with Elementor. All right, so here what we're going to do, we're going to just add the shortcode here. So first we're going to have our slider. Perfect. And before the slider, I'm going to add the heading here. So let's go back here and let's just add the heading here before our slider. So this can be considered as the featured post. Okay, so here I'm going to do one thing here. I will need something else here, not the slider. So we're going to go back into the blog designer pack. And what we're going to have here is actually the grid. And here what I actually need, that would be the single grid. And here I only want to have a single post here. That would be the one here. So then it will only show me the one post. So the post is ordered by the descending order and by the post date. So in the post one, we're going to actually get the latest post. So here what I need to do, I only wanted to have the single one. So let's just disable the pagination from here. Perfect. Now we're going to go back here, and here what you can see here, let's see, we're going to have disable this option. Let's just disable the author here. Let's just disable the tag here, and also the comments, and also the category. Okay, so now this is looking better, and I can go here with the design, second design. Perfect. So let's just copy this, and we're going to go here with the blocks. So let's just click on this one, and we need to replace this with our new shortcode. Okay, you can see here we are actually having our featured post. So that would be a kind of latest post. And along with this, we're going to have one more heading. So this will be our, let's say, you can also read. And after this, what we're going to do, we're going to simply copy this from here, and we're going to go back into our blocks. Let's just add the shortcode again, and let's just add the shortcode value here. Now you will be able to see that we are having our blocks here. So the one thing that I need to change here is actually the grid number. So I'm going to go here with the grid 3. Now you can see this, we are having these 3 different posts. And what else we can do here? So if I just click here, all right, so now this is looking good. And here what we have to do, we're going to go inside the container, and we'll change this into the full width. Now you can see here, this is looking better. Okay, so the one thing that we can do here is actually add some padding here. So we're going to go into the advanced settings. So let's just add some padding, or we can go here with the 40. Perfect. And I think this is looking better now. And similarly, we're going to add some padding onto our heading. So let's just add the padding 40 here as well. But this will be only on the left and the right side. So let's just move the value from the bottom, which will be 0, and also on the top side. Now this is looking good. Okay, and we can also change the grid here. So let's say we're going to go here with the grid 4. So just change the value to the 4, and this would look like this. But let's just stick here with the grid 3. Okay, so now this is looking better. Or we can also use any other layout here. So we can go here with, let's say, masonry. So let's click on this one, and we're going to just simply go here with the grid 3. And we can change the author to the false, date to the false, text to the false, and also the comments and the category. Okay, so now this is looking better. So we can simply copy this, and we can go back here, just change the value here. Now this is also looking better. Okay, so let's change the design here, maybe to the design 2. Okay, so we're gonna have this one. So let's just copy this and put this here, and perfect. So let's click on apply, and now this is what we're gonna get. So let's add some space at the top really quickly. So we're gonna add the space from the top, so that would be 50, and let's just add the padding here as well. So this would be 50 from the left side and 50 from the right side. Same goes for our post here. This will be 50, and now this is looking good. We can change the value from the top. Now this is looking perfect. Okay, so let's just add the 30 here. All good. So let's click on publish, and now let's click on have a look. And now you will be able to see our featured blog post, and also you can also read the other blog posts here as well. Okay, so this is how you can design the blog post in the WordPress. So if you really find this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.